Hi guys, this is a quick video about my top 17 fragrances for fall winter. The way I divided it, I have a heavy rotation, so it's not really top 17 in regard to like the 17th to the number one, but rather I wear a different fragrance every day, and I've divided them actually in classes. So I have dark fragrances, luxury or black tie fragrances, holiday fragrances, vanilla fragrances, and gourmand fragrances. So let's start with the dark. The dark fragrances, these are the fragrances that I wear when it's quite very cold where I am in Canada, and I really wanted to cut through the winter, and I want to smell nice. I want it to be potent, and I want to stand out in a crowd, especially if I'm going to be outside for a long period of time. So number one here is Dark Oud by Montal. Dark Oud by Montal doesn't have that rose oud combo. It's a sandalwood mixed with oud, and I feel there's a little bit of saffron in there. It's very different. I think Freddie from Smelly Thoughts has a way of putting it that when you smell dark oud, it's like you're smelling inside the fragrance. It's very descriptive the way he mentions it. Freddie from Smelly Thoughts. And I'll put a link below for that. But number one is Dark Oud from Montal, and I highly recommend you check Dark Oud out. Number two, Nasumato's Pardon. If you are interested in Cocorico or into Lidge, this one or two sprays is more than sufficient to get noticed. It's got cocoa. Magnolia is the flower they say is in here. It's very elegant, very upscale, and very potent also. The last fragrance from my dark collection or heavy collection is Dior's Fahrenheit. The petroleum and the violet, its reputation precedes it. It's very different, very unique, very contemporary, and this does very well in the winter. So the next category is the upper class fragrances. The first fragrance that I would wear if I'm going to a function or if I'm going to a meeting, these are all great for the office. If you want to stand out in a room where there's lots of people, maybe dinner parties, Christmas parties, holiday seasons, whatever it is. So these are four of them for the upper scale during the winter. Number one is Christian Dior's Bois d'Argent. And this is very elegant in terms of the iris. If you have an issue with the iris in Dior Homme or Dior Homme Intense, and you don't like that iris, this is mixed with a bit of woods, and I find this very elegant and very sophisticated for the winter, and very versatile. So you could wear this. These four, I think I believe you can wear any time of the year. Also, number two from upper class is Creeds Aventus. It's very different. There's nothing much more to say about Creeds Aventus. Just if you don't have it, try to get your nose on it and see how you feel about it. Number three is the Leather Saffron Golden Boy. Duetto Perfumes Golden Boy. A great compliment getter. It's not obnoxious. It's very, it's got a sweet, it's got that leather note in it. It's very smooth if Tuscan leather is too harsh for you. And number four is Byredo's Eau de Mortel. And this is I don't know where to place this fragrance, but I really think that it fits well with a tie, with a vest, with just looking and feeling confident and feeling nice. Byredo's Eau de Mortel. The next category I have is the holiday fragrances. They just feel like pine, or they feel like a Christmas tree. They feel like the lights. They feel just warm and very comforting. Number one in this category is Spice Bomb, Victor & Rolf Spice Bomb. It just smells very sweet, woodsy, tobacco, a great fragrance. And like everyone else knows, Burberry London. It doesn't last very long. You can try putting lotion and then putting this on top of the lotion on your skin and see how you feel. But just starts off with like bergamot, black pepper. It has some mimosa in it, I think. It's just a great fragrance for the holidays. The next category is vanilla. I'm a big vanilla fan. I like to try anything with vanilla, and I know it's overdone, it's overhyped note, but these are the two vanillas that I think are very worthy of a sniff, or at least a try. If you are a vanilla lover, these are quite different from your usual. It's not the feminine cupcake sweet vanilla. They're two very different vanillas. So the first one is Vaniglia de Madagascar from Farmacia SS Annunziata, and I actually bought this in Florence from the store. They've been in business since 1561, and it's amazing. If you ever go to Florence, you can see the first store that they built, and they still have the furniture and the woodwork from 1561 in it. This fragrance here, if you've ever tried Indult's Tihota, I recommend you try this one here. This is obviously much cheaper than Indult's Tihota, but it is a bit sweet in the opening, but it has woods, and the vanilla lasts throughout the fragrance. So if you are a vanilla fan, I recommend you try this out. The next fragrance in the vanilla category is my signature scent, and it doesn't get enough hype. It doesn't need hype, to be honest, but if you are a vanilla fan, you must try. I have a full bottle of this somewhere. I'm still working through my decant. This is Mona Diorio's Les Noms d'Or Vanille, and this is just, it's not the vanilla that you expect. This will come out of left field. It has vetiver, it has a bit of rum, it has spices, it has woods, and above everything else, it's under an umbrella of vanilla. You have to try this. If you are a vanilla lover, you have to try Les Noms d'Or Vanille by Mona Diorio. And finally, it's my gourmand fragrances. Some of these have vanilla, which I enjoy, but many of them are they're more categorized towards a gourmand than anything else. So let's just go through this. For the winter, this is a bit strong. This is Slumber House's Pear and Olive, and this is the EDP. And this is discontinued in terms of this concentration, I believe, and now they have extrait version. I've tried both, and they're very similar to one another. And if you have not tried Pear and Olive, or if you haven't tried the Slumber House, to be honest, you have to try Slumber House. They're very, very different fragrances in terms of wood. If you like the dark fragrances, I think you would really enjoy the Slumber House house. But in regards to gourmands, I have never smelt anything that is very similar or close to Pear and Olive. I don't know if you can see it. The actual name of the fragrance is etched into the glass. This is a beautiful fragrance. Starts off with pear. Many people will get coconut in the opening. I think if you're a gourmand lover, you owe it to yourself to try Slumber House's Pear and Olive. It starts off with that pear, and it dries down to olive. And I know it sounds weird, but when you try it on your skin, it is a very, very different type of fragrance. The next gourmand fragrance in this category is Kerosene's Unknown Pleasures. Shout outs to Kidon Wong, I believe. he's a great splitter, and he's got this decant that he sent with his fragrance, and it comes like this. It's like a lipstick bottle. Great packaging. You put it in there, you slide it in. Anyway, it's the color of Unknown Pleasures, I guess, and that's why I guess I put it in this decant. Vanilla. It's like a waffle cone. Tea. I've tried the other kerosene fragrances and they were not for me, but Unknown Pleasures is definitely something you would like to try if you are a gourmand lover and you're looking for something which is very different. If you like the vanilla but would like it to be with something else, try Unknown Pleasures by Kerosene. The next fragrance in the gourmand category is by the Parfum Sébastien, Robert Elder's Espresso Royale. I've actually bought this blind, and it was a good purchase. I have to say, it's not like many people will say that if you're looking for a coffee scent, this is maybe for you. It's not necessarily. I wouldn't categorize it as specifically a coffee scent. If you're looking for a coffee scent, try Avalux's Café. Which is Café Noir, I think the name of it is. I'm not sure, but if you look under Avalux, you'll find something. But I digress. Espresso Royale it's sweet. It's got cinnamon. It's got coffee. It's not sickly sweet like Bond Number 9's New Harlem. So people initially they'll tell you that smells like coffee, but I feel that smells more like syrup, maple syrup, pancakes, and coffee mixed together. It gravitates more towards the sweetness. This is more grounded in, I think, the coffee and the cardamom. I get cardamom at least from Espresso Royale. A great fragrance and I get compliments from all of these fragrances. Number 4 from the gourmand list is D Squared's Potion. For some reason, I don't know why it's very limited or you can't find it in the States, and someone can comment and correct me if it's wrong. This is my only tea fragrance. I'm not a big fan of tea fragrances, but there is some tea in here and some cinnamon, and it's very well blended. I believe Annick Menardo is the perfumer behind this, and she has done a fabulous job with D Squared's Potion. As a warning, this is the eau de toilette, and there's also an eau de parfum version, and I think there's another type of version also. But try them on your skin, and surprisingly, this EDT, the eau de toilette, it lasts longer on my skin than the eau de parfum, which I don't understand, but this is a fantastic tea fragrance. Tea and cinnamon, which I enjoy. Number 5 in the gourmand list is Guerlain's Tonka Impérial, and Tonka Imperial or Tonka Impérial. I could have put in the high end fragrances. You can look up reviews on this. It's very different from anything out there. It has tonka bean, vanilla. I prefer this over Spiritueuse du Vanille. But it's a very elegant and very upscale gourmand if you're looking for something. The price point is a bit high, but you can find decants, 10 mils, 15 mils, whatever, at a reasonable price. And last but not least, I had to include it into my list because of its uniqueness and because I enjoy it. I have a backup bottle of this. It is Thierry Mugler's Pure Malt. I do not like any of the other Pure Havane or Pure Chili or Pure Leather, but I do love Pure Malt. There's a booziness that I find in this that I don't find in any other so-called boozy fragrances. There's something that is sweet, there's something that is well balanced, there is the Amen DNA. It is a very well constructed fragrance. So leave me your comments. Let me know what you think. If you have tried some gems that other people should know about. I'm always looking for something new. If any of these fragrances you want to know more about, let me know. Maybe I'll make a review. I'm not that active in terms of making videos, but I am very active in regards to like watching videos and looking on Facebook and trying out new things. There is a fragrance that I don't have a bottle of, but I'm considering getting. You can maybe call this, I don't know what you call it, but you could maybe call this the runner-up. I had tried it on my skin and I really liked it. It'll be part of the vanilla when it comes, the vanilla collection, I guess, when it comes, and that is Smell Bent's Chili Vanille, or Chili Vanilla, I think the name is. And it's a great cinnamon vanilla fragrance. And if you ever tried Smell Bent, I know Hungry Hippies is one of them that a lot of is very common. You should really give that house a try. There's some very good gems in there. I've tried a couple of their fragrances, and I think the next purchase of mine will be from things. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think. Let me know about what fragrances you're using, and I hope to talk to you guys soon. Take care.